Are you sick and tired of fake everything? Fake lips, fake bottoms, fake boobs, fake everything. I know that I am. I am done. I just want everybody to get real, but it has to start with me first. Like any change that we want to make in the world, we have to start with ourselves. And so in this video, I'm showing up with absolutely no makeup, nothing, no moisturizer, nothing. As you can see, my hair is exactly the way that I woke up. And I am wearing a shawl that's really special to me. It's a shawl that I wear when I do my meditation. It is infused with beautiful sacred energy. And that's why I've decided to put that on. And I probably use this for more future videos as well. So here I am, raw, vulnerable, and I just want to speak about a few home truths, which is that we have this perception and this story and this belief that we need to look a certain way, we need to appear a certain way in order for people to like us. And to some extent, because of the programming that's occurred in this world, some of that is actually true. I remember a time when I was in New York. I had just landed in New York and we went straight out into the streets to catch the subway. And I wasn't wearing any makeup. I was wearing my glasses and I wanted some assistance in terms of what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to catch the subway. And nobody helped. All these people went past and nobody wanted to help us. The next day, after I did myself up and put on my makeup and wore my nice clothes and I went to the subway, there were so many people that came to help. And for me, that was like a little social experiment which proved that the better I look, the more people are willing to be in my space and to take notice of me. And so this is a story that I have perpetuated because of my own childhood, of my own programming, but it's a story that many of us hold true to this day. So for myself, as the youngest of five by a long shot, I had elder sisters that, would paint my nails and do my face up all the time. And so I was accustomed to wearing makeup from a very young age. And it was like this mask that that kept me safe and kept me secure. And so I always remember, even in high school, in my side pocket of my school uniform, there would always be two things. There would be my eyeliner and my lip gloss. And I never went anywhere without them. And so, since I've had my spiritual awakening a couple of years ago, I have systematically stripped down the things that I wear as my mask. So, the first thing that went was my nails, in terms of the shellac nails that I used to wear. The next thing that went was my hairdryer and my straightener. I used to make sure that I always had well groomed hair. And then I decided that I just couldn't be bothered with that anymore. I just cannot be bothered wasting a portion of my day with the hairdryer and the hair straightener and trying to make my hair something different to what it actually is. And now my hair is actually the healthiest it's ever been because it's no longer straightened. I'm also growing out um, my greys. So I'm 55 years old, and so I've decided that I'm going to be a la natural and grow out my greys as well. This color's from like a year ago. And so you're probably thinking, whoopee doo, these are not big things. But it is a big thing if it's a mask that you think you need in order for you to be liked, in order for you to show up in society. And so more than anything, it's about getting real with who we really are, showing ourselves to be vulnerable without thinking that we need to be a certain way. Whether that certain way is a job that we think we need to do, whether that certain way is money we think we need to earn, status symbols we think that we require around us, or whatever that is, they're all masks to keep us feeling like we belong somewhere in the hierarchy, that our place is assured because we belong with other people. So I've always not liked brands. ever since I can remember. That's not to say that I judge anyone that wears brand clothes or anything like that, but I always saw stuff like that as something that just reeked of fakeness. Like you have to pay $2,000 in order to have a Louis Vuitton bag that's not even leather. To me, that's absolutely preposterous. Why would you do that? The only reason I can think of that you would do that is so that you can actually feel good about who you are. And this item makes you feel good. But of course, that's a judgment. It may just be that you want to have fun and you like those sort of bags. So, whatever. But for me, I just feel that the more we surround ourselves with what we think we need to have in order to look good, the more we're disconnected from what really matters. And what really matters is our hearts. What really matters is connection. What really matters is is speaking our truth. I know that for tonight I wasn't going to do a video because I thought, oh, I can't be bothered putting on my contact lenses, putting on my makeup and my earrings and putting on a nice top. And then I thought, stuff it. Why do I have to do any of those things? What about if I show up every time I do a video with this beautiful meditation shawl that I brought in from the United Kingdom? And what if I just, as often as I can, speak my truth about what really matters? And so, what are the things that you are attached to that you're hiding behind? For me, I was hiding behind makeup. I did think that I'm not pretty enough without makeup, that I need to wear makeup in order to look good so that people will like my videos and people will listen to what I have to say. But I'm really sick and tired of that old story. It's such an old story. It's really done its dash. And I've decided that I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just not doing that story anymore of I have to look a certain way in order for people to pay attention or in order for people to listen to what I need to say. That my worth is not dependent on my looks. My worth is not dependent on how well my hair is styled. My worth is not dependent on what I'm wearing today. And I don't want to be that person. Like, I'm not that person that wants to wear something different every time I do a video. Like, I really think that is so unimportant. I'm more interested in what people have to say. And I'm hoping that people will resonate with this message. And if you do resonate with this message, please subscribe to this channel because this is all about being friggin' real as, being vulnerable as, stripping off the layers, so many layers that we have been programmed to believe is necessary in order to get through life. Let's just get rid of these friggin' layers and get real and be real and speak our truth. So the message I have for this video is, what are you hiding behind? Why do you think that you need fake eyelashes? Look, no judgment. There was a time when I wore them too. And there was a couple of times in my life that I had Botox. You know, I'd done all that, been through that journey, and there's nothing wrong with it if you want to have fun with it. But just go deep into why you think you've got to have it. Why do you have to have fake, um, why do you need to look a certain way? Why does our waist need to be this tiny and our bottom this big and our eyes this huge and our lips this big in order for us to be accepted in society, in order for us to think that we are worthy? That is not anything to do with worth. And in fact, if you get attached to that you must look a certain way, those looks are going to disappear because as we're getting older, everything changes. And for me, it's such a travesty when I see these beautiful, beautiful women, I'm not going to name any names, who, if they had just allowed their natural beauty to take its course, they would be absolute stunners. But they look like clowns because they're trying to stop the aging process. And it looks ridiculous. It looks fake. It looks really, really fake. So let's get real about who we are. Let's go deep into why we think we need to look a certain way to be worthy. And let's find our worth somewhere else because it already exists. It's already inside all of us. We're already worthy. We don't have to prove anything to anyone.